What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're going back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed, Bruce Springsteen Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this. It is Bruce Springsteen performing a song called Wrecking Ball. Now, have I heard the song before? This is where things get a little tricky. I know I've seen a couple of memes that use music that have lyrics that have something to do with a wrecking ball. Now, I've heard this song more than once. So it's not like I saw one meme that used the song and that was it. No, I've seen like probably at least 10 or 12 memes that use this song. So I mean, now here's the thing though. It wasn't Bruce Springsteen singing the song though. But I also know he's notorious for doing covers. So I don't know. Okay, number one, this might be an original song of his. Number two, it could be a cover. I have no idea who the original artist is, but it could be a cover from that individual. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. I guess we're just gonna have to kind of play it by ear. Let's see, this was posted by Bruce Springsteen, okay? And the video has 601,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Wrecking Ball, live at Giant Stadium 2009. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Alright, you come out to help us tear this old girl down? Is this something we wrote for the night? I was raised out of steel here in the swamps of Jersey. Some misty years ago, through the mud and the beer and the blood and the cheers, I've seen champions come and go. So if you got the guts, mister, yeah, if you got the balls, if you think it's your time, then step to the line and bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking ball. Come on and take your best shot. Let me see what you got. Bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking ball. Come on and take your best shot. Let me see what you got. Bring on your wrecking ball. Now my home's here in the Meadowlands.
Yeah, let's pause there. All right, so clearly this is not a cover. He said right at the beginning of the track, this is a song that they wrote specifically for this performance. Okay, so that's cool. I like the growth of the intro. Feels good. It's been steady. It's been slow. The staggered entrances, bringing in the other voices on top little by little. That's nice. And the thing is, the song's not slow. It's a pretty nice pace right now. I like that. It's been laid back as far as the sound and the volume go because, like I said, starting out with just a single acoustic guitar, and then we've been adding in voices, and that's been really nice. But it has not been a slowed, tempoed song, though. It's been upbeat, and I like it. I definitely like it. Let's keep going. Let's see how this goes.
Let me see what you got. Bring on your wrecking ball. Now my home's here in the Meadowlands, where mosquitoes grow big as airplanes. Here where the blood is spilled, the arena's filled, and giants play the game. So raise up your glasses and let me hear your voices call. Come on! 'Cause tonight all the dead are here. So bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking ball. Bring on your wrecking. Take your best shot. Let me see what you got. Bring on your wrecking ball. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the sun kicks in. I like it.
Now we know that come tomorrow, none of this will be here. So hold tight to your anger. Hold tight to your anger. Hold tight to your anger. And don't fall to your fear.
Really smart, bringing it down again. That was smart. You could just feel the build. You could feel it. It was like, it was just building pressure. Like you could feel the build and the build and the build, and you could feel the staggered entrances of all the instruments, and they're getting a little bit louder, a little bit louder, a little bit louder, and you could feel it like building up like a volcano. It was just like the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, the pressure, and then when they finally decided to open those gates, boom, it just absolutely came alive. Not overwhelmingly, but there was a definite explosion there. It felt really nice. It's an explosion of power and sound, but not overly done. Just enough to make the point. And they did a great job of doing that. I talked about the pacing of the song earlier. I really like it, and it's very obvious now. Once the song fully kicked in, you could really feel that upbeat tempo. You could really feel that upbeat feel, which was really nice. Just coasted along with it, and now they hit this point where they've brought it back down again. Playing with dynamics, playing with that feel. I like that. Definitely like that. Let's keep going. Get down. There we go.
When all this skill and these stories, they drift away to rust, and all our youth and beauty has been given to the dust, and your game has been decided, and you're burning the clock down, and all our little victories and glories have turned into parking lots. when your best hope and desires are scattered to the wind. And hard times come, hard times go, and hard times come, and 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 hard times go. Yet just to come again, bring on your record, bring on your record. Take your best shot. Let me see what you got. Bring on your record. 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 Take your best shot. Let me see what you got. Bring on your record.
Here we go again. Fun tune. Fun song. Not to be honest with you, there's really not a lot to talk about. As far as the songwriting and the song structure, not really a whole lot to talk about. It's just one of those songs. It's easy going. It's easy to listen to. It's just fun. So my guess is this is probably going to be a pretty short review. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen with Wrecking Ball. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Yeah, I thought about it, and to be honest with you folks, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about, and to be even more honest with you guys, I've already talked about it during the course of the reaction. So I'm going to hit some bullet points, and we're probably going to make this a pretty short review. I don't know, we'll have to see. You know me, I have a tendency to go off on tangents sometimes, guilty.
You're a goddamn disgrace!
So, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Let's start with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It's a fun song. At the end of the day, ultimately, that's exactly how I can sum this up. It's a fun, feel-good song. Doesn't require a whole lot of thought. Doesn't require a whole lot of analysis. It's just a nice kickback from a songwriting standpoint, from a complexity standpoint, a nice kickback song with a great groove, great feel, great energy, and just a fun tune to listen to. The songwriting, guys, if I'm being honest, it's not difficult. You could figure it out pretty quick. I mean, you really could. I figured it out. Honestly, about halfway through the song, I was like, okay, I see where this is going. I got the progression. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can play this song right now. This is not a hard song. Trust me, it's not. But it is fun. It is a lot of fun to play, and you could see it. When they would show the live footage, when they would show the footage of them playing live, you could see it in everyone's faces. Everybody was smiling. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was having a good time with it. And you could hear it in the crowd. The crowd definitely was enjoying it as well. The fact that he wrote that song specifically for that concert that's pretty cool. I know there's probably some significance as to why. I don't know what that significance is. I didn't hear him mention a couple of times, a couple of key points about the area that he was playing in, the state that he was playing in, and the crowd responded. I will say it was very intelligent of Bruce to not so much what he put into the song to make those references, but more importantly, the extra measure or two that he left in there to give the crowd a chance to respond to those references. You'll notice that when he made the reference, he stopped singing for about a measure or two and let the crowd respond, let the crowd cheer before he came back in onto the next part of that phrase. So that was intentional. That was absolutely intentional. It was planned. And it was a very intelligent way to go, because whenever you're going to be in a state and you make references to that state within your song, you're gonna get what we refer to in the music industry or in the entertainment industry in general. You're gonna get what we refer to as a cheap pop. What that means is you're gonna instigate it. You're gonna say something that you know for a fact is gonna get the crowd to respond. So when you mention the name of the city that you're playing in, so like, you know, if we're playing a show in, say, Dallas, Texas, and we say, you know, something to the around stuff, you know, so good to be back in Dallas, Texas, and we know the crowd's going to respond. We call that a cheap pop. It is cheap, you know, if you think about it, because you know you're going to get it.
That's what a pop smells like. Take a bow.
You know you're going to get that response. So it's almost a guaranteed thing. So you don't really have to work for that pop. It's going to come, you know, it's going to be there. So we call that a cheap pop. And, you know, he put a couple of references in where he knew he was going to get that response. And that's why he was able to build the song the way that he did. He put those two extra measures in there of, you know, no vocal. The band's still playing, but give it those two extra measures to give the crowd the chance to have that cheap pop without him having to continue singing over it so they get buried. You know what I mean? So smart move on his part. I thought that was really intelligent. But overall, just a nice, fun, easy to listen to song. Great builds, great dynamics, great structure overall. I mean, I really enjoyed the song. But like I said, though, as from a songwriting standpoint, though, not a very complex song. The chordal patterns, the chordal flows, I mean, it just was very, very easy to follow along with. So a complex song, not by any stretch, but definitely fun. So 7.6, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 7.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.